Recording.
All right, guys, what's going on? This is Kinerk here at Southbound Honda in Lakewood, Washington. Obviously, many of you in the Northwest know me. I'm a motocross rider. I've owned some street bikes in my life, though. I've had a couple R6s and ridden some Harleys. This is the 2019 Honda Goldwing DCT tour model, top of the line, all the bells and whistles. This is going to be our bike of the week this week. So what I wanted to do is take you guys for a ride, give you sort of an opinion from somebody who hasn't ever ridden one of these before on the road, let you know what that's like, what it's all about. We're gonna go for a little rip here. The bike of the week this week is gonna be a black model. This is a used one, that's why I'm taking out on the road. We're gonna go for a ride. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think about it, and we're gonna go have some fun. Before we even leave the parking lot, pretty comfortable bike, feels very well balanced. This is a fully automatic model, so all I got to do is hit the drive button over here and away I go. Just give it a little gas. Now I've got a few different options to choose from. Tour, and then using my trigger finger on my right hand, throttle hand, I go from tour to sport, economy mode, and rain. I can set up how I want the suspension to handle. Go into the home screen here, go to vehicle settings, and I'm gonna set this thing up for a single passenger. I can go single passenger with luggage, two up, or two up with luggage. I want this thing on single passenger so that it handles. I'm only about 175 pounds dripping wet. This thing has full integration, Apple CarPlay, all that fun stuff. We're not going to get into any of that stuff, but obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of different features on this machine. So we're going to go back to audio source. I think I want something besides 94.1 on. Kick this guy into drive. I've got it on rain mode right now because the streets are a little bit wet. And I'm going to go ahead and adjust my windscreen to the highest setting to give me as much protection as I can. Here we go. Super comfy with the backrest. This is definitely nothing like a motocross bike. I got my grip warmers on. Let's see, maybe I'll turn those down. It feels a little bit warm. Yeah, we'll go to 3 out of 5 settings. And I got my seat warmer on 2, so take a ride out of here. Now I can connect this bike to my Sena Evo 10C Evo headset, but I'm choosing not to right now just because I didn't want to go through all of that extra trouble. But it is capable of connecting to the headset. I can also connect to other people. I can have all of my audio ran through the cell phone. I've got Apple CarPlay on this thing. So rain mode right now, the shift points seem to be super low. The throttle's not overly aggressive in terms of, like, you know, how it feels when I twist the throttle. They went ahead and redid this whole motorcycle. It's all new. They used to have telescoping forks up front, and the bike had really bad nosedive when you would get on the front brakes. That's all been totally taken care of. Whole new suspension up front that feels pretty amazing. So I don't know if you guys can hear the bike shifting through the gears here, but the shift points are super, super low. Let's go ahead and switch it over to tour mode. Let's slow down a little bit. See if we can... Yeah, shift points are definitely different there. So rain mode's going to be, you know, really low shift points, mainly just trying to keep the traction on the ground. Very, very different throttle. The throttle now in tour mode is completely different. It's really way snappier. And I'm not even into sport mode yet. So, but man, this thing is incredibly comfortable. I like that I can adjust the windscreen on it. So like if it was a hot summer day, I could put it down, get a little bit of wind in my face.
Recording.
I'm not sure what's going on with the intercom on this, but yeah, totally different motorcycle when it's in tour mode versus rain mode. So we're gonna run up here and jump on the highway. It's pretty busy around Tacoma. I'm in Tacoma, Lakewood, Washington, Tacoma. Right now it's about 3:45, 4 o'clock. Pretty busy, so gotta be careful with traffic. People around here just aren't the most intelligent riders on the face of the earth, or sorry, drivers I should say, but just gotta be super careful as usual, as you guys know. Now I've ridden some Harleys, Dyna, Street Bobs. Obviously I've ridden a lot of Harleys around the shop and stuff. And I can tell you right out of the gate, this thing, like it's not even in the same boat as far as comfort is concerned. It's on a completely different level. So I went into sport mode now. Streets are definitely, we're lighting up the rear tire. Gotta watch out for people. So in sport mode, you've got your paddle shifters over here, plus and minus. So you're in control. My left trigger finger is my shift up button, so to the next gear, and my left thumb a gear lower. I'm gonna go back to rain mode as we move over here into traffic on Interstate 5. Super busy. This is pretty hectic. Feels good. Feels really good. It's nice to like not have to worry about a clutch. I don't have a clutch on this bike, right? Like I just go. So it looks like I can switch between auto and manual in all of these different modes. Just with this A and M button over here. That'll take me from auto to manual. Kind of want to move over, try to get a little bit of a run on the freeway with this, but I got to tell you guys, from a motocrosser's perspective, never ridden one of these in my entire life. Honestly, like, I always kind of felt like these Goldwings were for old people, but I could definitely see my wife and I jumping on one of these things and cruising out to the coast for the day. Maybe I got family that lives on the Oregon coast, and I could definitely see my wife and I jumping on this bad boy and cruising down to Florence, Oregon on the coast there through all the twisties, and that 101 South is pretty awesome. This is I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I've got all the comforts that I would ever dream of. Heated grips, heated seat. My passenger would have heated seat. I got music. I got full headset integration. I got people cutting me off. Very well balanced machine for how big this bike is. I don't feel like I'm on a tank. It feels very nimble. There's the shop. Yoo-hoo! I'm liking this Goldwing. I've seen some photos of what people have done to the bagger version of these. So Goldwing makes two models. They made the tour model, which is what I'm on, which is the DCT. It's the full meal ticket, and then they also make the same model, the tour model, with a 6-speed transmission, clutch, and everything. So just like you would be used to riding. And then they also make a bagger version, and it doesn't have the top trunk in the back. It was kind of designed to compete with Harley's Street Glide. Looks similar to that. It's got a much lower windscreen up front, a little sportier looking. And I've seen some pictures of those that are just sick. But this thing's comfy. One-hander. You literally just kind of like lean with your hips a little bit. It's very it's a very, very nimble motorcycle. I kind of thought that I wouldn't like the DCT thing because it, you know, like that corner back there, you come into the corner, you let off, and you feel like it's you know, like the acceleration is a little bit bumpy, if that makes sense. Like you're trying to hold the throttle in one spot, but it's really, really smooth because it's a dual clutch transmission. Uh-oh, watch out. Because it's a dual clutch transmission, you know, those two clutches work together to keep things extremely smooth. The shift points are extremely smooth. So, see, the rain mode keeps the shift points down so low. Now let's go to sport mode in auto. Let's let this bad boy downshift. Let's go back to second gear. Yeah, totally different motorcycle. Shift points are way higher, much more aggressive. We're gonna go back to economy mode now. So we're back to the shop almost here. I'm extremely impressed with this 2019 DCT Goldwing. It's got traction control, so like you don't really have to worry too much about baking off the rear tire. But look at economy mode, I'm down into 6th gear already. I'm only going 35 miles an hour. So the other thing about this bike that I've been told and what we've learned through our research with Honda and the information that they give us is the transmission is actually, it's an intuitive drive transmission. So depending on how you ride the bike, the transmission will adapt to your riding style. So if you're kind of more of an aggressive rider, then it's going to hold those shift points up a little bit higher in every single setting. If you're like me right now and you're just kind of tooling around, it's going to keep the shift points down low. But man, impressively balanced, ultra comfortable. I'm sold. I will be a Goldwing owner someday. And I hope that you are too. I hope that for those of you out here, like I'm 38 years old, okay? I'm in no way, shape, or form in the stereotypical genre of the Goldwing ownership. And as a 38-year-old man, I'm saying that I would own this motorcycle. And I would love riding this thing around. It's super nice. I like the DCT transmission. I'm excited to give one of these a try on the new Africa Twin that's coming out, and even the 2019 Twin. So hey guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope that you enjoyed the ride along, and we will see you guys next time. Let us know what we should do next. What bike should we ride next?